the bee. We have no pollinators, then we have no save the bee. If we have no pollinators, then we have no food.
If you want to do your part to save the bees, then what you really need to do is get involved with your bee-friendly community. You need to get with others so that you can unite, because many littles make a lot. Probably all you have to do is go to Facebook to find a bee-friendly group near you. When you go to bee-friendly activities and groups, you can be sure to ask others what they do to take part in saving the bees. There's all kinds of ways to do it.
Be a part of the solution!
Hi, I'm Dana Pike and I'm a queen bee. We started realizing and learning that bees are pollinating so much of our food and that we need to work together with them and not against them. So when we found out that so many stores like Ace and True Value Hardware were selling neonicotinoids in their plants that were just ready to kill those bees, we got together and we became part of the hive. We are going to help save the bees every year through this event.
And why do you care about bees?
Why do I? Because if we don't have bees, we have no food.
Because remember, every third bite of food that you eat is because of the bees.
And I'm a foodie.
Everything that begins with B and the rest of God's alphabet. Because we know the beetles, and we know the butterflies, and we know the bats have all been in there along with the lizards and all the furry creatures. We have a lot to be grateful for. The honeybee just happens to be, right now, who we're talking about. She's got a family of pollinators that just kick, and they kick for us to eat. So what we have is the prime rib of the hive, and the reason we are looking at it so valuable and that we're savoring not only the flavor but the labor is that this honeycomb takes 8 to 20 times more energy than the honey itself, and we know that we value how excellent it is. It's never been taken out. It's very primal. It's a very primal food to eat.
Stop and learn about GMOs, because GMO seeds are coated with a neonicotinoid before they're planted. That is actually the insecticide that's killing the bees. So that's one of the biggest tips that I would learn what your GMOs are: corn, canola, soy, anything with cottonseed oil, summer squash, Hawaiian pineapple. Sugar beets. So stop buying GMOs and we're going to help you.
Save the bees and save the planet.
Plant lots of wildflowers. That's one way you can save the bees.
We can ban neonicotinoids, or neonics. They're extremely harmful, not only to the bees, but also to our health. And we don't need these poisons in our environment at all. And since these were introduced, the bees have been really in trouble. And the cancer rates have exploded in us, so we need to ban the neonics. We don't need them. We got along fine for thousands of years without them, and we don't need that crap in our environment. Thank you.
The best way to save bees is to plant local crops in your yard and buy local crops from other people that are growing things locally. And that saves the bees, it's good for your health too. It's a win-win situation.
Save the bees. Another way to save bees is to plant plants that help bees make honey.
I will save the bees by not using pesticides.
Check us out on Facebook, Bee Against Monsanto Dallas, or go to the national organization and check us out there. Thank you so much for caring. Thank you for buzzing by. Goodbye now.
So
Be sure to save the bees.
I'm Jason Winningham, and
this has been your Green.
We have no pollinators, then we have no save the bee. If we have no pollinators, then we have no food. Yes, we all go hungry then. We all go hungry then. If we have no pollinators, then we have no food. If we have no pollinators, then we have no food. Yes, we all go hungry then. We all go hungry then.
One way that you can help the bees is to stop using Roundup. You can pull weeds.
it looks like you came prepared for today, though.
Oh, yeah. Honey, the outfit was the first thing.
But it's the prime comb, and it's the prime home, because the honeycomb actually is built right off of their bodies when they're teenagers. They're not doing graffiti. They are actually very creative, but they're making hexagons for both their pantry and for the nursery of the queen. And the honey is kept separately from where the eggs are being laid, and it's just absolutely pristine because it is so clean in the beehive. It's so hygienic that they even are borrowing from the trees the gums and the oils to keep it disinfected. That would be the propolis. Honeycomb, propolis, pollen, these are all more products of the hive beside what we know is just honey, good and sweet, that is what we savor, the labor, the flavor, and then the added treat of knowing that all of the food that we're eating that today, that we're presenting this honeycomb with, has been brought to us by the honeybee and by all of the native pollinators, which we want to make sure that we are in the great hoorah of the spectrum of pollinators.